Is it on? Okay. Is it on? You sure? Okay. What up? Hi, good people. My name is Kia, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about my testimony. New Year's Eve last year, so well, all right, guys. I'm here to talk to you about New Year's Eve last year. So, what happened was last year. Who was I? Let me see. See, I personally feel like the things that I do or have done like are not that bad. Like, I just feel like I just be chilling. Like, I'm like, sin, pure. So me last, but we know it's not true. But so I feel like sometimes and just keep it a buck. So, last year, I guess where I was like, I wasn't really like drinking heavily. Like I was drinking a little bit, but I wasn't like, it was a little sip. Like before I got a little drunk, a little tipsy, like that's cool, ain't no problem, no problem. Like wine is good, it's no problem, it's no problem. If you get high, second hand high, first hand high, third hand high, that's fine. In the room with people smoking weed, but I didn't smoke the weed, but I'm inhaling the weed they inhale. That's their problem. That's sin, pure. So I was, around that a bunch, and um, I recently came to the realization that women kind of twinkled my eye a little bit as well as men, but the species. So yeah, with that being said, where I was last year around New Year's Eve, I was planning to go to this party, like with my friends, like with these people that I love dearly, some of them. And no, all of them. I'm a follower, right, of Christ. So, with that being said, we were going to this party first, right? And then we were going to this other party. It was like a forest party, right? Shut the cops down, something like that. Like, yeah, justice, feminism, blah, 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 blah. Right? That's why I was, fishnet leggings, like all that. That's me, you know what I mean? Rocker, you know what I mean? Like, I love that stuff still, but yeah. So, anyways, party first. And then, we was gonna go to the forest party, 3 a.m., get it crunk. Never been anything like this before, but I'm, ATL shawty, let's get it cracking. Okay, so with that being said, what had happened was went to the first party, just like normal. Girls kissing girls. I promise you I did not mind. I was interested in seeing that stuff. Like I was just, walking around. I feel like I've always been kind of lonely, like alone or whatever. So I, just walk around. Women kissing women. Interesting, And then how you look, but you like double look, like, that was kind of like me on the inside. And then like men kissing men, I didn't double look at that. But so like next, what happened was everybody's high. The whole party's high. It was a house party. Everybody's high. I'm dancing alone, obviously, because you try to dance with people. But like some people try to dance with me, but it's just like the outcast thing. It's a little weird. But God separated me. So yeah, that's happening. There's a bunch of I don't know, just surrounded by that. How you say it like that. I don't know if y'all know, like fishnet legging folks, like them were my people, like fishnet leggings, all black, gothic, fire, all that, right? So I'm surrounded by it. People are drinking, smoking. I think I drank a little bit. It's cool. Then we go to the forest party, right? Okay, so the forest party, in case you don't know, this was smack in the middle of the woods. I think we had to walk like half a mile deep in the woods at 1 a.m. to get there. Pitch black, dark, right? So we get there, people, and when I tell you, it was cool, right? And I'm, it's like a very new agey, but I don't know. I didn't mind. I was just kind of, I was kind of there. I felt like, honestly, I was probably a kind of undercover bisexual, is what I probably was. I don't know if that's like the term I'm supposed to use, but that's probably what I was. So I was surrounded by people. I was actually interested in one of my friends. So I would like tag along or just, I don't know, I was like, I don't know. Anyways. But yeah. So I'm surrounded by this. I'm surrounded by all this temptation. And I'm surrounded by these people. We're going deep into the woods at 1 a.m. or 3 a.m., whatever it was. And we go, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pitch black. Like now that I think about it, it's a very demonic scene. But like, I'm talking, like, I don't know, like, I'm surrounded by like fur people. And like, that's my people, like, or it used to be at least, that's great. But how do I describe this? Anyways, again, women kissing women, but this is a more delectable scene, if I may. It's more intimate with darkness, okay? So it's a lot of girls kissing girls. There's people coming up to me asking me, hey, are you interested in her or her or her or her? And you know what my answer was? Or first, hold up. I'm sorry. Okay. You know what they asked me first? They asked me, what's your sexuality? I was like, oh my gosh. And if I don't know if you know me, you don't, because I didn't tell you about me, so you wouldn't know. But the thing about me was that can you flip it back? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay. So the thing about how did you do that? Okay, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so the thing about me was that I didn't want people to know what I was thinking because I felt like I was giving them my power, and I've been like a power play person ever since a young age, so that people took the power from me, I would try to gain it back. So I'm like a big chess player, and I didn't want to divulge that information because I never told anybody that maybe I liked women before and it was bisexuality or something like that. So it was interesting, but I was feeling internally I was ready to risk it all when I saw the people on Instagram. Like the girl who was trying to get at me, I already saw her on Instagram. I already kind of knew in my mind, like, okay, yes. That's all I had to say, yes. And I got there and they were asking me, like, what's your sexuality? One of the girls' friends. And I'm like, why? Like, why? Okay, why? Interesting. Okay, cool. Why? Deflection at its best, right? Deflection. I'm trying to yabba my way out. I leave. Like, I'm like, whew, saved by the bell, right? Because I'm a Christian. I know God, right? Like, I know there's a line, but internally, mentally, some part of me was really willing to risk it all, okay? In addition, okay, later that night, we're dancing, right? And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was probably dancing inappropriately with a lot of women, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, very, 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 very. So not very, very, very. Maybe my definition of inappropriate is like, kind of prudish, but no, it was, it was inappropriate. It was good. Like up on people and they're up on and then, but not like that. But anyways, okay. So, anywho, yeah. So dancing inappropriately, and then I remember one song. Like I was dancing. I don't think I drunk that night at all. And somebody was like, the DJ started playing. This is a dance floor in the middle of the forest, right? Created by I don't know people. The DJ started playing. This song started playing. We love the devil. We love the devil. I look around because I'm like, oh, everybody like has to like be like, what is going on? But it's just me. They start, yeah! I said, what the heck we got here? We got another case of the BT Wee-Wees. I was like, okay, maybe I'm in the wrong place, right? Because it wasn't the woman that did it. It wasn't the getting up on people and the drinking and the smoking that did it. It was not the men kissing men and the this and that or the what is that called around the neck and the jewelry and whatnot? Like what is that called? What's it called? Take it, bro. So yeah, it wasn't that like that witchcraft stuff, but that was a little bit too much because I don't know like that. I was a Christian, you know what I'm saying? Like Christian, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh heck no. So I got my butt cheeks off that dance floor and I stood by the tree and I just watched as everybody, most people there, cheered. Okay, another song came on. Satan, we love Satan, we worship Satan. He's come on. I was like, I'm moving like literally. And then I realized I bucked up. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yankers, baby doodles. Like, what's going on? So yeah. Yeah. And then later that night, I had to walk back, right? I had to walk back. And I don't know if you guys know those people. So I've never done anything with women, right? I've never done anything with women. Is it 5 minutes or 10 minutes right now? It's 10? Okay, I've never done anything with women, right? But mentally, you know what I mean? Like there's always been like unlocked, like, yeah. Anyways. So yeah, but like men are great too, but back then. So, yeah. But anyways, I've never done anything with women. And Yeah, this girl that was my girl, that was my friend's friend. I can't edit that out. It was my friend's friend, the one who her friend. Nope, can't say that. Yeah, so it was my friend's friend, whatever. Speak the truth. Word of the testimony, blood of the lamb. Okay? So it was my friend's friend who I saw on Instagram, and I was like, you see those people who you would like, okay. Like, I don't know if, like, men, I've heard of, like, men in the carnal world that would be like, okay, like I'm straight, but, Zac Efron. I'm like, okay, like, I wasn't, like, I was straight, but yeah, I would risk it. I was, but yeah, and it was her, and I was like, and usually when people like me, I ignore them, or when I like somebody, I ignore them, because what else would you do other than that, So I stayed away, like, act cool, yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Like, anyways, yeah. So we had to walk back in the woods, and it just so happened that we had to walk back together, and nobody else is around. We got like half a mile to walk back, right? Okay. In the middle of the night, this is like 3 or 4 a.m. at this point. Okay, middle of the woods. We just came from a Satanist, witchcraft, voodoo, hoo-hoo, occultic initiation party, whatever the heck that was. And I get the same question that a friend asked me. So Keegan, yeah, but I'm acting cool. Yep, what's up? Ain't nothing. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up? And she's like, what's your sexuality? And I'm like, in my brain, like in my mouth, this is what I'm like. Because I already known, I already had that conversation with myself. I was already looking at her profile on Instagram, like, oh, yep, risk it all. This is a risk it all point. And I knew that. But then we're walking back. But then I know God, and I know the Lord, and I know He loves me, and I know I love Him. But then again, this woman, and it's New Year's Eve, like, I'm there. Like, we're alone. And I knew, I knew, like, I know what you're thinking, and I know you're thinking, I know what I'm thinking, and I know. So we were on the way back. What's your sexuality? And I'm like, why? Right? And part of me is completely interested in why. Why? Deflection mode, like trying to get away, but trying to stay in, trying to deflect, but trying to keep you curious, trying not to, why? Oh, well, I don't know. Just what's your sexuality? I'm like, why? Why do you ask? Why do you ask? Because basically what she said, this is not basically. I think you're attractive and I want to get to know you. What's your sexuality? I said, "Bark diggity." She was honest. I was like, shucks, well, we're here, Bessie. What do we do now? In the middle of the woods. So I'm over here. This is like combo style guerrilla warfare Vietnam in my brain. Like I'm acting calm and I'm very calm in person. Like, this is just, Anyways, I'm like very calm. So I'm like, okay. That's all I said. Okay. And I kept walking. She's like trying to catch up to me. Pitch black. She's like, wow. She's like, wow. And I'm like, because like in my, like outside I'm playing it cool, like, okay. But in my mind I'm like, Christian God, I know you. I know you, God, but frick nuggets, shuck bucket, tum chartered, titty numb, dang it. So because there's an option. We're alone in the woods. There's an option. So my spirit knows there's like a solidification of my spirit of heck no, but my flesh is like tickle, tickle, tickle. Here I am. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay. And then she's like, why are you being so mean? Or something like that. And I was like, okay, let me just act like interest or something. Like, I felt like I had to almost act gay. Like, I don't even know. Like, I felt like I had to, like, I don't even know. Like, I was just like, okay, let me play the part because we got a mile to walk back. It's pitch black. I don't want this to be awkward. But I also don't want to give too much information away. And I think what I said when she asked me again, I was like, I had long pauses, people. I was saying something without saying it. I was trying to be like, I was trying to let her know that I am not straight. I was trying to let her know, straight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, pick up the hints, please, people. So that's what I was trying to do. And yeah, so yeah, anyways, we get to talking, and what happens is she ends up telling me that this is one of the people that was in tarot card readings, witchcraft, psychic readings, stuff like that. And I realized to this day, like what I was dealing with and how God saved me, and how God saved me from being yearned to the bottomless pit. Because I don't know if y'all know what that is. The title of it is Witch, my guy. That's the title. You know what I mean? That whole thing was Satanist, the occultic initiation, and then this and then that. And I was kind of ready to risk it all. And it's like, oh, well, darn, Shelly. And then she started saying that thing, and it immediately turned me off to that. I was like, oh, it's time for deliverance. You know, I immediately got back in my spirit mode. I'm like, oh, okay. And like, it's just God saved me because the information from the enemy started spewing, okay? So that was 1 year ago to this day. And that's just one day, okay? That's one day in the life. One day in the life of being chosen. And from there, I've always thought of myself as having, like, given my life to God my whole life. Like, oh, I've always known him, been in the church, grew up, knew him, known him, loved him, shoved him, hugged him, rubbed him all my life, loved him, he been mine, I'm his, we been mine, you know. But dude, this freaking year has been, I've started to be a disciple of Christ. After that New Year's thing is when I think God really yearned me, like, as a disciple of him. Like, I think I need to get baptized again. I've been baptized twice. And this year is the first year I had to stop listening to music that was cursing in it. I had to stop listening to secular music. Not I had to stop. Like, God, like, led me to stop. Like, it wasn't, like, on my own. Like, it wasn't hard. It was just, like, a knowledge. I had to stop hanging out with certain people. I had to move to Oklahoma. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, living my life. I promise you. I was a professional golfer. Okay? Going to Q school, heading to the LPGA. And God yanked me out in a life and death moment. At my peak moment, okay? And he yanked me out in August. And I've been sitting, getting to know God. Yanked me out, was a professional golfer. I don't know if you all know, but I was making around $2,000 for hitting 18 to 32 golf balls in 4 hours. Okay? So I was doing okay. You know what I mean? And God yanked me out. And now I'm getting to know him. All these convictions on my heart. I gotta stop, like, he's working with me on gluttony. He's working with me. I'm learning about these bloodline covenants. I'm learning about all these things in my family. It's like he's ripping off the page of blackness. He's bringing back memories to me that I never even knew happened to me. Molestation, whatever it was, different things that I'm still getting revelations on. Family members that I'm still getting revelations on. He's fixing my relationships. He's showing me why I was separated. He has taken me out of a poisonous environment. He had to take me out of a poisonous environment in order to plant me in soil with fruit of him that would prune the soil, that would prune the fruit he put in me and poach the darkness that the devil put in me. I learned that I don't even know, dude. I might have been freaking initiated like so many times into witchcraft, into the occult, into like the kingdom of darkness. He's showing me all of these things. He's raising me up. He's showing me the gifts he's given me. He's raising me up as a minister of him, a minister of fire, He's teaching me how to have intimacy with him, how to sit with him. He's showing me why I am the way that I am. I'm having faith in him. I'm trusting in him. What I was doing before was not even looking at God. Like, just, oh, God exists. You know, I don't know if y'all know this. Like, okay, well, you know, let me do my one page of the Bible app, and then I just do one line. Let me do one line of the Bible app. Every single day, like a ritual. I was a ritual Christian. I was in the spirit of religion 1% of the day, and I thought that's what saved me. And now I am a disciple of Christ, and I tell you, it has been one of the oddest, most difficult, most rewarding, most interesting, twisting and turning years of my life. And when I tell you, my family has even been calling me crazy, claiming schizophrenia on me, claiming mental illnesses on me. And yet, God has got me in the palm of his hands as the apple of his eye. He has shown me things about myself that I can never ponder, that I can never conjure up myself. He has So here I am. It's the end of 2023, and here I am. Am I where I want to be? No, but here I am. I'm here and I'm actually with God. I'm not with the occult. Here I am. So yeah, guys, that's all I have to say. Love you. Do I really? Do I know you? See, I'm still working on it. Do I even know I love you? What does love you mean? Figure it out. All right, guys, love you. Bye. Do I?